Thanks, Sean, again. I decided to come up here around, it's 11 o'clock, I believe, and they're digging out all that black stuff that they've thrown over the side and tossing it down onto the new cell. The guy in the truck is not wearing a respirator. I'm worried for his safety, even though he is poisoning my family right now. But these guys really don't understand what they're dealing with, because they've been told that this is all just fine and dandy and great and wonderful, and they're making a great big paycheck from this because they've drunk the Kool-Aid, which is made with sea water. Here comes the articulating truck out of the tent. He's just got a fresh load. They're taking all the stuff out of the tent now that came from DND during the spring months. So he tracks his dirty dirt all the way on his pathway that he's on right now. There's no plastic liners he's driving on there at all, obviously. So he just tracks contaminants everywhere. Here he comes. And he's going to come over here and drive down this new road that these excavators have built for him. So I will go down below and get a video of it as much as I can, but I find it very hard to be downwind from this because it's really, really making me feel sick. And I don't know how these guys can work in it and not be affected by it, except for that they're probably all ex-oil patch workers, because apparently none of the locals will work for them. So if they're ex-oil patch workers, they're used to inhaling toxins for their paycheck. And will probably die a very young, horrible death. That would be their karma, not mine. So I choose to not inhale this crap as much as I can, so that I can live to be a ripe old age and bounce my grandbabies on my knees and swim in the lake with them, because this will be stopped, this will be bioremediated, and this will be fixed. We are not stupid. We know that there's so many solutions to dig and dump. There is bioremediation with oyster mushrooms. Watch Paul Stamets' 6 Mushrooms Can Save the World. There are my floating wetlands that I'm building down below that contain cattails, grasses, and all the things that eat and clean whatever is being dumped out of this truck. So there's so many solutions for us that we do not have to continue on this road of dig and dump and seal it up in a plastic bag. It's not even a good plastic bag, and it's meant to be a triple line plastic bag, and it's not even a single line plastic bag because it's so ripped that all the water is just going to seep right out the bottom of it. The only saving grace we have is that this is a fairly good solid rock base, though it's not impervious, as we found out in appeal court, that the 75 meters of magical rock doesn't actually exist. So the only saving grace I have for this is that it is somewhat contained because I'm standing on a giant rock. Vancouver Island is a big giant rock. So there's the rock over there. So it's still got the blasting in it. So they've blasted the other rock, it looks like. So they're going to blast this big one here. I was mistaken, I guess, yesterday when I thought it had been blasted, but it was obviously the rock next to it. So correcting that mistake now. There's the big rock that's right by that excavator there, that one right there. And that's going to be blasted because it's got blasting ties in it. So those blasting ties are little tags, you see orange tags on them. That means they're going to be blasting that rock away. So I'm assuming, no, I try not to assume because I never know with these guys, that these guys are going to blast that out and that'll become another cell there. So this whole southern side of the pit will just become contaminated soil. So this guy's bringing a log because I guess the articulating truck got a little bit too close to the edge, and if he goes over that, that would be pretty funny. So let's see where he places this log, and I do believe that he will be placing it where that articulating truck is going so that they don't go over the edge, because it looks like their concrete blocks aren't doing very well. Now, I can't really say, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And I could be wrong, because sometimes I am. And I am. He's going right past. So I wonder where he's sticking this log. Because that's a log to stop people from going down somewhere. He's taking it down below. Alrighty, well, I'll figure out where he places it when I go down below myself. Whoa. God, that would have been funny if he'd gone head over heels Anyway, so I'll go down below. You've seen what's happening up here. Articulating truck coming from tent, driving over to there, driving around, coming around here, dumping it here. That is his job today, to poison our watershed. Good job, boys. Good job.